Listen, I don't know what it is right now that you might be currently going through, but right now, your situation, what you have to be willing to understand, God is not a man to lie. If God is telling you that you are greater than what you see, you have to believe that. Because if you don't, the enemy will continue to drain you. The enemy will continue to send things to distract you. You must know you must not get distracted in this time period. Why? Because it's very urgent with God right now that you connect back with Him. Because God has things in you, He wants those things to be fulfilled. You have a calling over your life. For far too long, you have settled in a low place, which in that place, the things that God has put inside of you, the enemy has allowed you to abuse it and misuse it blindly. And God is saying right now, no more. No more will you walk this earth not knowing your true identity. No more will you stay conformed to things that are no longer serving you because you're a child of God. God has a plan for your life. God says, I have plans to prosper you, not harm you, but to give you hope in a future. Jeremiah 29:11. You got to understand when God says you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you, as He says in Philippians 4:13, you have to know that God means that. God says in Matthews 19:26, where man things may seem impossible, but with Him all things are possible. So I don't know what it is that you're going through in life, but in this time period, God wants you to know that you no longer have to suffer, that you no longer have to want for anything. Instead, He needs you to come back to the beginning. The beginning of what? When He created you. He wants you to know that you must involve Him in these situations. Involve Him in your shortcomings. Why? Because it's going to free you. And you're going to see that through your afflictions, you was going to learn things about yourself that God needs you to know because you had to be awakened to the truth. Because God's saying the truth will set you free. The enemy does not have the power to crush you. The enemy does not have the power to stop you. Through God and with God, you will overcome anything that is plaguing you. If you're a person that's going through something, pick your head up. If you're going through hard times, keep going through because God says you will suffer great things for His name's sake. Yeah, though you walk through the valley of the shadow of death, God said you should not fear no evil. You're going to go through things, but everything that you go through is supposed to build you up. If you view it as it's tearing you down, then you would be doing the enemy's job for him. And God says no more. After today, whoever it is that's watching this video, after today, no more will you be able to continuously do the things it's doing. If you try to do things that is not for you, God is going to convict your spirit heavy to the point in which everything that you love is going to start to be removed until you get your focus on Him. Because anything that God has to replace, He will bring in something new.